what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video. Right.
Let's go. What's going on, people? Hey, what's going on, people? We're back. We're back for another live, y'all. I'm getting them out, baby. I'm getting them out. Okay, we getting this work done. Y'all gonna be sick of me when it's all said and done. Y'all won't be. Y'all won't be, because I can only do 2 videos a day, girl. At this point, at 3-5, I can only do 2 videos a day. Okay. So if y'all did not see, I have put out the announcement for the lives tomorrow. If you are a member, you should have got a link, or you will be getting a link for the members only live tomorrow afternoon. And then we are doing the Ooh Ladies First panel tomorrow evening, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Hopefully all the girls can, be cool with the earlier set time. But I'm trying to, make sure we not on there all night. Okay. But it's so good to see y'all. We about to get into the married to medicine of it all. Make sure y'all like the video as y'all step into the light, Caroline. And I know it's a lot of y'all that probably, did not catch the last video that we just did. But in case you missed it, girl, we talked about my retreat in Ghana with Reset by Design Wellness. We are getting ready and gearing up for a new trip to Thailand. Phuket, people. Okay. It's gonna be a good time had by all. Okay. I see that somebody already signed up. I gotta read my text messages when I'm done with this live. But y'all, listen. If you're trying to get the 10% off, sign up before the end of the year. Okay? Now you can still sign up, you know what I'm saying, whenever you good now. It ain't gotta be this year. But, we just letting y'all know if y'all want that 10% off. You get your deposit in before the end of the year, child. Okay? But make sure y'all go check out that video. I also talked about my past life regression party that I had, where I visited 2 of my past lives. I know it does not sound real, but it is. Okay. I am aware that it sounds like some bullshit, but I am even more aware of what happened inside of my damn mind on Sunday morning. Okay. And I forgot to tell y'all how hard I cried. I cried so hard after. And that's why I feel like I know that what I was feeling was real, because I was emotionally reactant once I woke up. Once I was back, awake in the conscious mind, child, I had to cry real hard. Okay. Lyric had to give me a little grandma pat on my back, because I just was crying so hard, and it was releasing. The tears have been releasing lately. Okay, make sure that y'all go to Reset by Design Wellness, and the link I've just posted on my community page for where y'all can find Neoshi, who does the past life regression parties and sessions with people. She's amazing. Okay, when I tell y'all, I did not think I was gonna go under hypnosis, bitch, and I did. And the reason why it ain't bullshit is because she's talking to several different people at one time. So she not telling you nothing about your shit. Like, everybody has something different that happens, and everybody shared something different that was their experience. So no one person had the same experience when they did the past life regression, which should let you know it ain't no bullshit. Like, it's insane, child. Some people didn't go under. I think there might have been 2 people that said they didn't go under. They just kind of was sitting there relaxed. And, it's kind of hard for some people. But if you are a meditator, like if you somebody that can meditate, that can go to that relaxing place in your mind and kind of, like, I think about it like a white space, all light, no sound, like just all light. That's how I imagine it in my mind. I've gotten really good at visualizations. And when I meditate, I really can find the warm relaxation moment. If anybody that meditates knows that feeling, you probably will go under easily for the past life regression thing. Also, if you trust your sense of knowing, your intuition. Okay. 300 people in the room. Make sure y'all like the video. We're about to get into Married to Medicine. I just wanted to give y'all a little intro of what y'all might want to go check out. You know what I'm saying? I know it ain't everybody's, cup of tea. It ain't supposed to be. It's for the people that it's for. So if it's for you, you'll catch it. All right. So let's go ahead and get into Married to Medicine, because Married to Medicine is back. Married to Medicine is back, and the girls are shady. Shady. Okay. So y'all, it starts off, we're doing episodes 1 and 2. It starts off with Heavenly and Jackie going to an event that Phaedra has curated. Okay, it seems as if Phaedra is some type of either a owner in this business or simply advertisement. I'm not sure, like a ambassador. Either way, it's called the Vault, and it is where all of the rich people of Atlanta can go and get upscale. Okay, she's a co-owner. Okay, they can go and get upscale furs and Mugler bodysuits and shit. Okay, designer wear for the rich Atlanta millionaire. Okay, a really great business idea. Okay, it seemed like it's consignment. I hope that it's not. I hope y'all ain't paying a whole bunch of money for clothes somebody else then wore. Not saying that I wouldn't do it, just saying I hope that's not what we doing because we got a lot of money, so we should just be paying like off the rack. This should just be like y'all getting the shit that we can't get in Atlanta in here. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it's feeling like. But either way, Heavenly has to mention her love for Dr. Jackie and that it is not sexual, regardless to what everybody thinks. Okay, she loves Dr. Jackie and it is not from her vagina. Boo. Yeah, that's right. I'm booing that shit. You know why I'm booing that shit? Because at some point when Phaedra walked away, the way Heavenly cocked her head back and watched Phaedra walk away and say, "You look good, girl." And she was biting her lip a little bit. And I just kind of felt like, Heavenly, my mind's telling me no. But my body's telling me yeah, baby. Okay, I'm glad Robert's in jail. Fuck Robert. But the lyrics to the song match what I feel like I saw. She caught y'all. Go watch the scene back. The way Heavenly was watching Phaedra walk away, it's not just Toya. She might be the only one eating the coochie, but bitch, you wanna smell it. See, here's the thing. I think a lot of women are homophobic. Let's start there. But essentially, I think that a lot of women find women attractive. Ooh, come on in. My bad, y'all. Come on in. I ain't even press no button. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey, everybody, what's up?
A lot of women find other women attractive, but just because they don't feel they would be comfortable having sex with them, they believe that they couldn't possibly like women like that. And I just kind of feel like you could feel like Phaedra fine. You could feel, because I feel like Phaedra fine too. That's cool. I get it. But even I would not be watching Phaedra walk away from me like that. Even I, okay? Let's not even get into what I'm into. But what I'm saying is, when it comes to women, I am an ass person. And still, I would not have cocked my head back into the side and watched her and then been loud about it. "Oh, you look good, girl." And Jackie said, "Heavenly, why are you so loud?" She was like, "Oh, I forgot where I was." I know you want us to think you trolling, but why play like that if that ain't what you want? That was too much of an accidental. Like that Freudian slip, if you will. Okay? But either way, before Phaedra walked off in her Mugler bodysuit and her blonde wig, she told us that she's dating a Nigerian doctor by the name of Dr. O. He's a pediatric cardiologist. Listen to me, y'all. Now that I've been to Africa, I totally understand why African American women, like the Phaedras and all of them of the world, go to Africa to find men. If you are a strong personality, successful African American woman, you can find somebody probably more equally yoked and calm in Africa. This is not to say that all men are the same or African men are not violent or misogynistic, all of that shit. But if you already male centered and male identified as a woman, that's not really gonna bother you. But if you're looking for men that have very much, pride about education culturally, and they don't raise their voices like that, they kind of just, because most of the men in Ghana that I came into contact with, and we came into contact with a lot of men working in the service industry, their whole temperament, for the most part, is calm. I did encounter ones with different energy, but for the most part, a lot of them that I encountered had, like, they barely raised their voice, very calm, and you know what I'm saying? Like they just, it seems like they are less disagreeable than American men. And so I understand why Phaedra, Quad, Portia, a lot of them have taken their coochies to the motherland because those men are easier to deal with. And I say that because America as a whole is full of angry ass people. Like y'all, as somebody that energetically feels how places feel, I had a day where I felt like I was traveling for 2 fucking days. Okay, I went from Accra to Amsterdam, from Amsterdam to JFK. I can feel the energy in every place I go. Accra is so busy, and you got to worry about your purse getting snatched. Okay, but you don't feel like somebody gonna knock you over the head. When you go to Amsterdam, it's clean, it's calm, it's muted colors, it's Christmas lights, and everybody's kind of chill. Like everybody's like free, but like chill. You could feel the calm in the people in the Amsterdam airport. I said I have to go back there. And then you get to JFK, where the aggression gets palpable. Like, especially in New York. And I feel like that's just like a testament to America, period. But America is an angry place, and the people here are more angry than people from other countries, depending on the country. Because I'm sure there are countries where people are even more angry than they are here. But America is a very angry place. Like, the people as a whole are just a little bit more aggressive than a lot of other countries. So now I really understand why people like Phaedra and them go over and date a whole bunch of different African men, because they don't have to deal with the same fear of ignorant aggression from men. Misogynistic, yes. But are they gonna haul off, scream at you, brace up to you and hit you? Like, are they gonna do that? Maybe not as much as an African American man. And y'all, that's no tea, no shade, okay? That's no tea, no shade, because like I know a lot of African American men that do not want to put their hands on people. But just all in all, y'all, like, America's an angry place. In New York, JFK airport specifically is full of angry old men that I feel like only have power at the airport. Yes, yes. Talia is stationed in Germany, and that's another place. She explains how it's different. But now they didn't put her and Amanda and Sakina, and everybody had been to Okinawa for the most part, and now Okinawa is on my list. I need to go to Okinawa. They say the food and it's so beautiful. They were like, Bondy, you would love Okinawa. I was like, all right, bitch. Okinawa, one way. It's on my list. It is now on my list. But yeah, I mean, if you've been back and forth to Africa and America a lot, you could tell me if I'm right. But that's the vibe I got, y'all. So I totally understood when she was like, it's not, he's in Africa. Yes, I like to be a citizen of the world, y'all. I like that vibe. Y'all probably see me popping up traveling much more in these upcoming years. JFK is one of the worst energy places, real aggressive. Yes, absolutely. Like, absolutely. Definitely different from the vibe in Amsterdam, and different from the funky ass vibe at the airport in Accra. No disrespect, but y'all know y'all don't believe in deodorant, and there's that. Not dirty, just musty. You know what I'm saying? There's another group of people on the plane that I'm wondering, have they cleaned themselves? They created a whole incense for their coochies, And I wonder about why now. Okay? Where we are in the show, we're talking about Phaedra and her dating an African man. And then later in episode 2, Quad is also dating an African man. That's what we're talking about. And I was just saying how I understand why now. And I understand why because of my recent travels and energetically feeling how Americans are more angry and African men are a lot calmer and a little bit more reserved vocally. So that is why I, not all of them, because there are a whole bunch of like, channels of African men just talking into a screen at people. So not everybody, but like most of the men that I encounter, they will barely talk above a fucking whisper. You know what I'm saying? And in New Orleans, I'm used to black men talking very loud and being very aggressive with their words. So yeah, I'm circling back around to the fact that I understand where Phaedra is coming from, being a woman such as herself, which gives madam vibes. Like Phaedra gives, I might sell pussy, but not my own. You know what I'm saying? Like she she gives a certain vibe. It takes a certain type of man that, really wants to deal with that type of energy. You know what I'm saying? And it just makes sense that it would be, a man from the motherland. Okay, less aggression. We also find out that Phaedra is the only one that has spoken to Quad. The other women have pissed Quad off. Y'all know Quad can be very sensitive. Heavenly says she may be on a jet looking for a man, or maybe she's sleeping with your husband. Child, at this point, Quad was fucking somebody's husband. Phaedra is good friends with Gregory. He introduced Phaedra to Quad. She has to, get to know, schmooze the women before he takes them too seriously. Quad said Phaedra and Gregory dated. Phaedra said they did not hunch, but they dated. Heavenly says the truth ain't in Phaedra, so we don't know if we can believe her. And I also am looking at this situation like, yeah, either y'all didn't or the sex was trash. But either way, for y'all to continue to be friends and y'all haven't been hunching this entire time, it's not giving sexual chemistry. And then Heavenly watches Phaedra walk away. Simone and Cecil have canned their relationship book so that they don't end up divorced. That makes me feel like Cecil and Simone are not really dealing with any of their issues. They're just acting like they aren't there, because if y'all can't write a fucking book without getting a divorce, that means y'all got a lot of issues that's still present, that's still there, that y'all probably need to work through, but y'all are going to act like nothing's wrong. But there seems like there's still a lot of resentment in their relationship to me, no matter how much they try to act like everything's all good. Toya and Eugene come over. They talk about Dr. G getting remarried. Dr. G and Quad were in a dark ass relationship. So why get married again? That is a great question. Well, he's a man. That's why he's getting married again, because he can't be alone. He's codependent. He needs a maid, mattress, and a mule. Shout out to Erica De Niro. So Dr. G and Letitia, aka Sweet Tea. How many fucking Letitias do we need on reality TV? Can somebody let me know? Can somebody let me know how many Letitias we need on reality TV? We got a Letitia on Love and Marriage Huntsville. We got a Letitia on Bell Collective. And now we have a Letitia on Married to Medicine. I am exhausted with the whatever the decade was where all of you bitches was naming y'all babies Letitia. I'm tired of y'all, okay? We gonna call her Sweet Tea. I like that better. Sweet Tea is absolutely giving Goldie from Flavor of Love. Okay, absolutely. All right. It's given I have big titties, a flat ass, and I know how to suck some peen. Like that's what it's given. That's what it's given for me. Like there's an archetype, there's a personality archetype that she fits. And that's okay though. That's okay. I feel like I'm going to have a love-hate relationship with Sweet Tea, because I am going to feel a way about your ignorance as a young woman, thinking that you were going to come into Gregory's life and not experience the same man that Quad got. Yeah, there's a level of ignorance that I find flabbergasting. Like, why? And it's because you from the country, you from a town that only got like 100 people. That's why. You know what I'm saying? You was just a little, a naive country girl that don't really, she don't really know. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what it is. That's why you slid in Gregory's DMs and said, I got what you need. What you need? I got. She said she had what he needed. And then she put a baby emoji. So I guess because she's young, she automatically assumed it would be easy for his old balls to ejaculate into her womb and go ahead and implant into her uterus, and a baby would happen quickly just because she's young. You thought that something was wrong with quad, correct? And now here you are having to go through a specialist so that you can hurry up and have a baby for Dr. G before he replaces you with a less country naive bitch. We'll wait and see. She didn't even live in Atlanta at the time. So she was very excited to get flued out and to bring her Target luggage into his home and take over. And, later they're going to act like she did a whole bunch of, transforming of Quad's house, and really you just painted over the purple wall. You didn't even change the curtains. You just opened them. Okay? Like, is the girl... Calm down. Okay. Heavenly takes Allura to buy a prom dress. All this makes me feel like is Heavenly has a weird ass codependent relationship with her daughter that her daughter does not want any parts of. And Heavenly is having a hard time dealing with the fact that she's about to become a full empty nester. But Allura is gorge. Okay. Allura is gorge. She seems very smart and sure of herself. I feel like Heavenly did a really good job with Allura. Okay, so shout out to her. Letitia, okay, Sweet C is having a hoedown engagement party. And y'all know these Atlanta people who like to act like Atlanta was not once a country place. Like, it's a city, but ultimately y'all some country motherfuckers that live in a city. That's really all it is, okay? But y'all like to act brand new. So y'all gonna act like y'all don't understand a themed engagement party in the form of a hoedown. Heavenly is like, is that smart for you to come on calling yourself a hoe? Girl, she getting married. Like, let the lady have whatever type of fucking party she want to have. She's from Texas. Okay? Rural areas. Cowboy boots. Horse shit. All right? Let that lady bring who she is to the situation. Now, they say she transformed the house like I told y'all. She ain't do nothing but paint over the purple wall. And she put a photo op in the foyer. But ultimately, she ain't even take quiet curtains down. Everybody comes in. Toya and Eugene look like they've been having more sex lately. Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes. Dr. Jackie gave Eugene some type of shot in the ass, and now he's losing weight and fucking Toya on a regular basis. They are happy. I am happy for them. I really like Eugene and Toya. Like, they have their moments. But ultimately, when they're happy people, I like them together. I think that Eugene is a really good husband. I think he's emotionally intelligent in comparison to the other men that are resentful of their wives. And it's so funny because I feel like the other men feel like Eugene does too much to make Toya happy, but ultimately they don't look as happy as Eugene looks right now. I was just saying, I think all Eugene needed to do was lose some weight. And once he lost some of that weight and got some of that fat up off that dick, and now he done got, a little bit more stamina, child, that's all they needed was to have sex. That's all they needed was to have sex. The lady needed to feel like you wanted to fuck her. I get too tired when you was fucking her. Now everybody's happy. Okay. I really like their relationship, and they cute. I'm here for it. I don't feel like that about nobody else's relationship on this fucking show. So they are a breath of fresh air at this point. Heavenly, they have something to say. Okay. Toya says it's refreshing for her to take a break, for Heavenly to take a break from shading her castmates on the internet. So I guess Heavenly shut the fuck up enough for everyone to forgive her for the moment. Toya and Simone come in together because, they BFFs and shit. And then Kanisha's Kanisha, Sweet T's twin gets there. They are fraternal twins, but they look just alike. And Kanisha is going through some trials and tribulations in her marriage. Okay. She came in, she's like, how my brother-in-law doing? Girl, working on my fucking nerves. I was like, oh no. Oh no, not at the gate, not at the door, bitch. Okay, listen. Jackie gets there alone because Curtis is in the DR. I don't listen. People ain't got to tell us what's going on in their relationships. Do I believe that Curtis is in the DR by himself? I'll just say he is going to be at the airport by himself. That's what I know. That's what I know. Okay. The party is full of shade. Okay. The men are talking to Dr. G about how Sweet Tea is so special because they can't hear her. The men discuss having to get dragged into these arguments between the women. Whatever they are upset about is small potatoes. And Eugene is like, yeah, but you don't want to be the person to tell him, hey, hurry up and get over this shit. This small potatoes. You don't want to do that because then you in trouble. Cecil and Damon both say at the same time, we don't get in trouble. We don't get in trouble. That's him. And then Cecil says Eugene is better than us. Let me tell you something. I don't know what the fuck going on. But what I do know is I know what frontin' ass unhappy people look like. And Damon and Cecil look like frontin' ass unhappy people. But I'm going to leave it where it's at. All right. When Phaedra gets to the party, she's shocked to see that Sweet Tea has a twin. So she has that moment. Oh my God. And then she asks for her to turn around so she can see her butt in her little shorts. And proceeds to say that her booty is flat and she need a better booty. Phaedra, as somebody that likes a nice ass, I'm gonna say this again because I really want people to understand. Like, I understand what Phaedra be coming from, but essentially to body shame that girl because she doesn't look like you, or because she hasn't been on a surgery table, because she hasn't saw fit to go and cut into her body so that she can make you weird ass bitches feel like she fits in, even though a lot of y'all are unhappy. It upsets me. It upsets me, and I don't like that you feel the need to continue to point out that she don't have ass like that. Because understand, those repeated comments, they eventually make a person feel bad about their body. And then when they feel bad about their body, they feel like they should go and get surgery. And then they go and get surgery, and sometimes it looks good. Sometimes it doesn't look good. Sometimes they heal well. Sometimes they don't heal well. Sometimes they are happy they did it. And a lot of times they fucking regret doing it. So as much as, I understand that Sweet Tea is a grown woman and, should not be punked by society's expectation for you to look like a fucking video vixen. Every woman needing to have the same body type. I think the fuck not. I think the fuck not. And this is why I can't stand Phaedra. Because she's the same person that will do this holier than thou Christian bullshit. Like, Toya can't bring up Quad having a DUI because she's a Christian woman. Girl, what I was about to tell you, what I was about to say on this live was going to really upset people, so I'm not going to say that. But what I am going to say is, please go find an African's penis to put in your mouth the next time you want to comment on that woman's body. Because I do understand being excited over big asses. I do, okay? But I really don't like that you did that. I don't like that you continue to make comments. Like, through the episodes, you continue to make comments about that lady's body. And I just really don't like that shit. And I think that's some lame, whack-ass shit. Anyway. Sweet Tea introduces her friends to the group. Heavenly asks what she likes about being engaged. She says, I get a little access to the money. Now, I don't know whether this was a joke or not, but everybody seemed like they were taken aback. She came in with her little suitcase and she was impressed. Heavenly asked if anyone has ever called her a gold digger. She says, no, not really. And Toya says, well, has somebody ever called you that? She was like, no. She was like, okay, well, say no then. Heavenly says Sweet Tea doesn't even know what gold is. She digging for copper. And what that means is that lady don't have a real understanding of what a lot of money is. I think she does, but she doesn't. She makes good money. She's a government employee, but I also feel like that doesn't mean that she is making enough money to understand like really what she's getting, especially because she was so, ooh, I walked in here with my little suitcase and ooh la la, you know what I'm saying? So I do agree on some level that you can't be that much of a gold digger, and you damn sure ain't gonna be digging as hard as Quad was digging. I don't feel that there's an issue with being a gold digger. I don't know I don't know why everybody wants black women to be okay with, you know, I'm sorry, I was reading something. I don't know, you know. Yeah, I felt like it was a joke. But I also feel like I don't know why y'all think that it's okay for black women to be with people that can't provide anything for them. I think it's weird. I think y'all should really get over that. Um, there's no such thing as a gold digger. No woman should want to be with a broke man. No woman should want to be with a broke man. I don't care. I really don't. As a woman that's not broke, has never been broke, has always taken care of herself. Um, I feel like if you're walking around with a golden pocketbook between your legs, you you are not a gold digger. You are securing and regenerating your pocketbook, which is what you should be doing. Because every time you open up your legs to one of these niggas, they are withdrawing from your bank. So they need to fill your bank back up. If they want to keep making withdrawals, they need to keep making motherfucking deposits. That's how I feel. That doesn't mean that you need to be out here looking for, you know, the man with the most money and all of that, but having low expectations ain't never got nobody nowhere they want it to be. Okay? And that's just what I'm standing on at this point. I'm tired of y'all with this shit. Are you a gold digger? Fuck out of here. Supposed to want to be with some nigga that ain't got shit? Y'all are weird. Um, where was I? Phaedra. Toya asks if anyone talked to Quad. Phaedra is covering her and asks if Phaedra is covering her DUI case. Toya is hilarious to me. Phaedra says that she doesn't think it's a good thing to put a DUI on a Christian woman, and Quad is a Christian woman. Phaedra, shut the fuck up. Sweet Tea says we are not going to make this about Quad. Okay? This is not about Quad. It's about me. Marsha, honey. This is what was going to happen when you decided to bring your ass on this show, knowing that you were coming to show that this man had his happily ever after with you after he had a toxic, abusive relationship with the woman that's been on the show the whole time. Like, I don't know what you thought. But you just got here. You don't even really go here yet. As much as they be trying to play with Quad goes here, okay? Gregory is settled and ready for a family, and she thanks Dr. Simone for referring her to a specialist on fibroids. And Heavenly says, Jackie, don't you do that? Well, why you ain't called Jackie? Heavenly says that, you know, you want to keep the money in a friend group. Everybody's annoyed with her at this point. Kanisha has to yell, y'all, everybody shut up and let Sweet Tea speak in her house. It ain't her house yet, ma'am, but we understand what you mean. She says Gregory referred her to Simone because he sees Simone as a sister. And Jackie says, and she will be well taken care of with Simone and the specialist. Shut the fuck up, Heavenly. Phaedra wants to clear the air before they leave. And Heavenly says, oh, what? That you didn't sleep with Gregory? I'm sorry, y'all, but I laughed really hard in that moment. And there are times when I am grateful that whatever comes up comes out when it comes to Heavenly. Like, sometimes you annoying, bitch. Yeah. But ultimately, child, when she was talking about she'll let Dr. Jackie do anything when it comes to her coochie, I was just like, don't you though? Don't you though? Okay. I'm going to leave y'all alone. I just wish y'all would stop, you know, saying shit like this, because I know y'all think that y'all playing and all of that, but I don't believe in that. I don't believe that people say shit just so that they can be playing and all of that. Yeah, nah, I don't believe that. I think people say things to get things off their chest in a joking manner because they want to get it off, but they don't want anybody to take them seriously. But they be serious. Anyway, let's see. So Gregory and Sweet Tea are in the car and they're on their way to get their marriage license, and they're stressed out behind the engagement party. The guests made it about Quad, and that did not make Sweet Tea feel good. Okay. I love the way that she communicates her feelings. Gregory says that he's sorry about that. She's going to let them know that she is the new sheriff in town. And I'm just like, I know what you mean, but just she gives him peace, comfort, intimacy that he couldn't get from Quad. And I'm just kind of like, Sweet Tea, just wait on it, baby. Because I know you really think that you're about to come into this situation and get a different version of this man. But already in the previews, we can see that you're not getting a different version. You're just a different type of woman. And when men say that you're peace, your comfort, and all of that, and the other woman scared them, it was because the other woman was stronger in her power. You are weaker. And that's why he feels more comfort and peace with you. It's not because you so serene and she wasn't, which we know quiet can work on a fucking nerve, don't get me wrong. But ultimately, I just kind of feel like these men just want women to be more docile unless they lose their jobs, right, Cecil? You want the women to be quiet up until you need your wife to still have her private practice because you lost your job or you got laid off or retired early or whatever the fuck it is. Okay? Either way, if it was on your income, it'd probably be a fixed one. I ain't in them people business like that, but that's just kind of how it feel to me that, you talk shit about these women because you can't get them to shut up and you can't control them and that upsets you. But ultimately, these are the same women that catch you niggas when y'all fall and bring something to the table that makes your life easier. A woman that also makes money, makes men's life easier, no matter whether they want to admit that shit or not. Dr. Damon. So they get the license. He says that there haven't been any red flags. And then we see the trailer full of red flags. He feels like paying for the wedding is the only thing he has to do. The problem with that is when you are, putting things together for a wedding, I imagine it like cooking a meal, right? A lot of people feel like women are supposed to be the ones in the kitchen cooking a meal while men sit on their ass in another room and do nothing, right? Y'all feel like that's an act of love. But that has a time and a place. But what I've noticed is that me and my husband will have some of the best times or some of the most serious conversations that need to be had, either way, when we are in the kitchen cooking together. It is a bonding moment. Okay? It's a moment to spend time together, to accomplish something together, and then to have a product that we both can look back and say, "Oh, we made that." You know what I'm saying? We did that shit. It was good. Okay? It is what it is. It is an opportunity to do something with your partner that's not just sitting on a fucking sofa watching TV or laying in a bed fucking or whatever y'all do. It's an opportunity to do something together. It's an activity to do something together. And because y'all want women to be slaves and you want to feel like a big master that just gets to sit down and do nothing as everything is handed to him and done for him because you envision yourself as some fucking slave owner, you miss out on opportunities to have more intimacy with the person that you say you love. The wedding planning is the same thing. And I say this because I had to plan a wedding. So I know going to cake tasting with my husband, even though, he would take forever and piss me off. Okay? Us going to take pictures together, us picking out invitations together. Everything that we did together was an experience to be had with one another. And if you really love your partner, that's what you should be on. Like, not saying you need to be doing everything together, but ultimately, like, that's a time for you to spend together and have more intimacy. You are making this beautiful day happen together. You are deciding what it's going to look like and manifesting it together. And when men have this idea that they don't have to do anything but pay for it, you are just once again putting women in the role of maid, mattress, and mule. You're not trying to experience life with them. You are trying to hook them in so that you can have somebody to do the things for you that you don't want to do for yourself. And so you don't have to be alone. Because that's the scariest thing for y'all, is for y'all to be alone. Because honestly, I feel like a lot of y'all are born in some way deficient of whatever is required for you to be a whole human being that doesn't need to be told shit several different times at 40 and all of that type of stuff. Like, y'all be a little broke. Men be a little broke, y'all. Now I'm not talking about broke money. I mean like a broke toy. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my mind sometimes, like, yeah, y'all require so much patience and, all of that shit, more so than women sometimes, in my opinion. So I do feel like when men understand that a woman is also a partner and someone you need to be enjoying the time with, that's valuable. But when somebody views you as just something that they want to hurry up and pay for, they letting you know that they don't really enjoy your company as much as they pretend to. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, Dr. G is the same man that he was when he was with Quad. He's just with a younger woman and has, a clean slate with her. But he still seems the same. When he said, why should he do more? I was just kind of like, because she's asking you to. Just because she's asking you to. You say you love her, right? You say she give you peace and intimacy and you feel comfortable with her. And she's telling you that even though you're paying for a lot of it, the time and energy that it requires is still a lot. And it would be helpful if you could also give some time and energy to this situation and not only money. Because y'all can say what y'all want to say, but time and emotional and mental effort is, I'm sorry, it is more valuable than money. It is. And what I mean is, when you have money, it is the easiest shit in the world to pay for something. If you got money, paying for shit is what you do. You want to pay for shit. It makes you feel good to be able to pay for shit. So when you act like you're doing heavy lifting by simply paying for something when you got money, you're just being lazy. And you're trying and you're manipulating, you're really manipulating, but you're trying to convince the person that you are doing something that is equal to their sweat equity, which we feel like is not really the same if you want to keep it a buck. I can throw money on something and I don't have to extend any physical energy. But actually dealing with something mentally, sitting down, looking at it, reading things, talking to people, that take a lot of mental and emotional energy. It takes a lot of time. And y'all both work. That girl might work from home, but she works, which means she's probably trying to fit a lot of shit into her day. And it would be helpful if you could take some things off of her plate. But she's so young and naive, she doesn't even know that that is the biggest red flag that you can have in a marriage, is somebody that won't help you simply because they don't want to. For no other reason. He said, why should I have to? Do you like this lady? Because to me, when you like somebody, it shouldn't be such a big deal to make their life easier, to me. And like I said, when you have money, throwing money at a problem is not hard. It's the easiest shit you can do. So please stop. Moving on from there. Phaedra bringing Quad to Sweet Tea's bachelor party. I feel like it's fucked up in real life, but essentially, I don't know why you thought you was going to be able to come and be a part of Quad's friend group and not have to be a part, like not have to be around Quad. Like, that's crazy to me that you thought that was going to happen. To me, this just kind of seems like the gut punch that everybody deserves to me, because essentially this is fucked up to do the Quad. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is. So I kind of feel like, I'm good with it. Y'all want to bring this girl on. Y'all want to act like Quad was the bad guy in this relationship with Dr. G. You want to be a part of the friend group that Quad is still a part of. Well, you're going to have to be around her, bitch. That's just what it is. Quad and Phaedra meet up so that they can twerk and talk. Twerk and talk. Quad is dating another African, okay? Phaedra has a young butler. I said, it's giving madam. I ain't gonna lie, I love it though. They discuss Gregory being 23 years older than Sweet Tea. Toya has befriended her out of hatred for Quad. Yeah. She declined a field test when that DUI happened, so her lawyer is getting the case thrown out. That's why they say she got arrested on DUI. Then they discuss Heavenly and how she feels like, she's been separated from the group. And y'all know Quad is going to take that as, what do y'all not want me to be a part of the group? Quad, I know you like to be a victim, girl, so I'm going to just let you be a victim. But y'all know Dr. Heavenly was saying she was sleeping with married men. And at this point, y'all got people thinking that lady was sleeping with married men. So if she ain't really wanted to fuck with y'all because of that, I can't really be mad at Quad about that either. And I know Quad be sensitive and shit, but I can't really be mad at her about that. Y'all really did kind of try to make it seem like that lady was out here fucking for construction. I do feel like she's entitled to like not really want to be around y'all when y'all aren't taping at this point. Because if you really was my friend Heavenly, you wouldn't like let people put out that type of shit about me. And you in the confessionals talking about how I'm fucking somebody's husband. She must be fucking somebody's husband, y'all. And they must feel like, well, you shouldn't be fucking nobody's husband if you ain't want nobody to say that. Okay? They fired Quad, and the only way she was going to come back on is if she filmed with Dr. G and his new wife, according to Dr. Heavenly. This is why Heavenly helped recruit them. Okay, got you. Because she did. That was the reason. That was another reason why Quad was mad, because Heavenly, was online talking about I'm hanging out with a new friend, and she was talking about Sweet Tea. Quad says, do they not want me around anymore? Is that what you're trying to get out there? She was hot under her wig. Meanwhile, Sweet Tea is at home cooking Gregory dinner. She works from home as a program coordinator for the federal government. So that lady got a good government job with good government benefits. So ultimately, you just thirsty for a man because financially you don't really need one. She serves her man on real plates. Girl, more dishes. Who the fuck cares? Like, y'all really be out here patting yourself on the back about shit that in real life has no consequence. Is the food still good? Like, what does it matter if the plate is real or not? Y'all, that's so stupid. And I say that because when I forget to get paper plates when I go to Target, I hate how many dishes be in my sink. Like, by the end of the night, like how many dishes I have to wash and all of that, like that work on my nerves. So it's like annoying for me, when y'all act like you better than somebody because you make your life harder. Like, shut up. She says, women out there, go after whatever you want. You want that man, and you get in his DMs and you be thirsty and you get that man. Because look at me now. I'm married to a doctor who's not even helping me plan my wedding. He says he's tired because he has to pay for the wedding. She's doing all the planning. She says she's doing a lot. She's overwhelmed. He seems, wait, hold up. He seems he seems as if he wants to make her feel bad. So this is what it is. You complain about something that you knew you were going to have to do, like paying for a wedding. You propose to her, you want to marry her, and now you're complaining and trying to make her feel bad about paying for the wedding. This is so you can kind of set the standard for her not to be asking you for shit like that. Yeah, she might have got with a doctor, an older man that's supposed to be financially taking care of her and all of that, but he's letting her know by the way he's acting about paying for this wedding that she gonna have to fund her own wardrobe. Like, that's what it's given. I'll pay for this house and all of that. It's my house. It's already paid for. I'll pay the bills in this house, essentially, but I'm not gonna be like paying for shit for you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it's given, So is it really that much of a bump up? Is it? We'll see. But either way, I don't like the fact that he's making her feel like anything else should be happening when it comes to paying for this wedding. Like, nigga, you old. You 23 years older than this woman. You've had the head start in making the money. Why the fuck should she be paying for anything? That don't even make no sense to me. Like, just the fact that you would go and get a young woman and then make her feel bad about having to pay for something. Like, what you thought getting a young woman was supposed to be about? It's really going to be about you paying for a lot of shit. Stupid. Like, if you don't want to pay for everything, get with a fucking grown-ass woman that has had the same amount of time to gain wealth or status and money over the amount of time that you've had. That's not what you really wanted, though. You wanted to go get with somebody that was easily mentally controllable, malleable. That's what you wanted. Well, when you get mentally malleable and young people, you have to pay more. That's how it goes. Yeah, he acting cheap. There are older women that still wouldn't pay for no wedding either. But you know what I'm saying? Like, a part of older men getting with younger women is the fact that you're going to have to, like, shell out some money. Stop fucking playing. He ain't supposed to be hearing shit about how stressful the wedding is. She says, well, you're going to hear this. I need you to be more active. He says that he doesn't know why he should be. She says that she's going to turn into a bridezilla and she wants him to take something off her hands. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. But okay. So y'all, Judy and Brad come into Dr. Jackie's office to get an ultrasound. Brad is 48 years old. Okay. Healthy baby, not so healthy diet, but it's okay. It's good to see him. Toya is inviting everyone to her wine event to promote Toya's wine club, an idea I'm sure she got from Erica or somebody on YouTube, because we have been trying to give her, shit that she could do to have her own business for the longest so she can stop, being over there doing nothing, being fucking bored. That's really what it's about. If you got a husband that can financially take care of you, then fine. But when you are disagreeable and bitter because you don't have anything for yourself in order to contribute and feel of worth. And I'm not saying that women, when you have children, that's enough. But in real life, women be needing something for themselves that's not just some fucking children in a household in order to feel whole. And you get angry and agitated because you feel like you should be good sitting on your ass doing nothing but being a housewife. But essentially, no. For everybody that does not make you feel good, in your entire life to be in that space forever. At some point, you're gonna want a project, a trip, something you're gonna want for yourself. That is a practice of giving you some type of fulfillment outside of your kids and your husband. So they have a conversation with their boys about sex because Toya says that they saw Eugene watching the Playboy documentary, y'all. That Playboy documentary was some good. They talked to them about STDs. Eugene says that he's seen some wholesome people burning in the ER. And I'm like, that's because there's no such thing as a wholesome person. And y'all should really get out of this puritanical mindset. Human beings like to have sex. There are anomalies, but for the most part, the need and want to have raw sex with somebody is a like animalistic bottom base level human desire and need. So it doesn't matter how much money or sense you think somebody has, they will make a bad decision when it comes to sex. And that's because at the end of the day, like like you're gonna fuck. People want to fuck. Like it is what it is. And everybody acts like, if you're a better human being, then you don't get caught up. And it's like, that's not true. That's not true. You get caught up because to me, STDs at this point are just the cost of doing business in life. Like not your whole life, but in your sex life, the span when you start having sex to when your ass die, you will probably have a STD here or there. Something hopefully that a antibiotic will cure. Okay. But ultimately, everybody's going to have one. It's okay. We've all done it. It doesn't make you a bad person. It just means you're having unprotected sex. And the way people make you feel about having unprotected sex, the way niggas like to take condoms off, I just refuse to continue the idea that people are wholesome and people are dirty because they get an STD or they don't get an STD. I just think that's stupid. But you should be careful because these things cause issues. Okay. So you should absolutely be careful. So we were here for the education of it all. The more knowledge you have, the better decisions you'll make. That's really what's hood. And y'all don't want to give these kids an education on this shit because you think not telling them is going to keep them from fucking. And I keep trying to tell y'all, there's nothing you can do about it. It is a human thing. It don't matter if you playing music on the radio about fucking. It don't matter if there's porn on television. It don't matter. They're going to want to fuck. That's life. I need y'all to stop. Because a lot of y'all act like, there are all these outside forces that are making y'all kids want to have sex. And I'm just like, yeah, it's called hormones. And they're not outside. They're inside. Now, the way these things happen, the frequency in which they happen, the mindset behind when they happen, yeah, that can vary. That can have positives and negatives. But ultimately, y'all, stop fucking playing with me, bro. I just want y'all to stop playing with me. But this conversation was really good for them to have with their sons because it sounds like their sons like the little girls already. Okay. Sweet Tea invites Toya and Phaedra to help her shop for her wedding dress. Big mistake. Big. Okay. She also brought her homegirl who is a part of the group that she's a part of. There's a support group for younger women that date older men because somebody has got to help them through it. And they can't get advice from older women because older women like to make them feel bad about their bodies, like Phaedra and Toya. Tell them that they need to snatch their waists and they need a bigger butt because their butt's too flat, all of the things that y'all were jokingly making fun of about this girl as if she didn't have any fucking feelings. Yeah. Y'all are old pieces of shit as far as I'm concerned. It annoys me when women think their age means something when they don't act like their age should mean something. Like, yeah, a support group. Child, you need a support group in anything. You need a support group in anything, but you think people don't need a support group to be a young woman dealing with an old nigga? You absolutely need somebody that understands where you coming from in that situation. Them old men will stress you the fuck out. The older they get, the more set in their ways, the more disagreeable they get. A lot of the times, okay? If they was an asshole when they was young, child, by the time they old, if whatever happened to Martin ain't happened to them, they are the fucking worst by the time they get into old manhood. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like, the support group thing is really not that weird, especially because y'all know support groups be like Facebook, Discord, like the fuck, like just a group of people talking online. Like that's all it is. Like, yes, Facebook groups. And y'all old bitches be in Facebook groups too. It just be Facebook groups about Love and Marriage Huntsville and shit. So cut it out, okay? They were just joking on her in a way that I felt like wasn't cool. She not a virgin. Her ring cloudy. It's just a lot of, jokes. Now, the funny thing was when Phaedra was like, I don't think I could do an old man. I'm not a nurse. I was just like, I concur, ma'am. I concur. Okay. So at Toya's wine party, Heavenly asked Sweet Tea about being in counseling for dating an older men. Like, that is not what it is. It's a support group on Facebook, like everybody else me on Facebook. Grow up. She's feeling the shade, so she asked if Heavenly wants to join. Now, this was her being smart, and Heavenly says, well, my husband's only 6 months older than me, so that would not work. And this is her responding to the shade with, a direct girl that don't make no sense for me type of situation. Sweet Tea tells the women she felt they were mean to her at the engagement party and at the dress shop, and how they brought Quad up. Jackie apologizes, Toya apologized, Phaedra apologized. I don't think, anybody means it but Jackie. Sweet Tea says that she had it up to here and she's irritable. Simone takes her to the side. Simone is obviously the only person that has some emotional intelligence here. And, she explains to Simone she doesn't have time to take care of herself. I'm like, it's only going to get worse once you marry him, right? It's only going to get worse when you marry him, right? Because he's going to be expecting you to do shit like you don't work because you work from home. And also because you're a woman. But she thought she would have more support. Simone says, if you wanted more support, you should have married a woman. I'm going to leave y'all alone. The Freudian slips. I will leave y'all alone, y'all. These are women who I just feel like generationally will not allow themselves to be free. The rest of the women are talking about Quad. Jackie tells Phaedra, if I divorce my husband, Phaedra, you can't be his friend. Like, I don't know what's going on, but you can't be my husband friend if we break up. They taste the wine. Toya's wine does well amongst the women. Sweet Tea has had enough at the end of the wine tasting, so she's leaving, and she turns around to walk away, and the tag is still on her dress. And Heavenly said, oh, she was going to bring the dress back. She ain't got the money yet. That was Jackie that said that. She ain't had the money yet. And I just kind of feel like, how y'all know she just didn't forget to take the tag off? When I tell y'all I forget to take tags off shit all the time, I just forget to take it off. Like, because I'll buy clothes and know that I'm going to wear it for that, take the shit off to try it on and be like, okay, I'll wear this, and just forget to take the tag off. Until somebody be like, oh, your tag on. I'm like, oh, pop it off. Nobody taking nothing back. Anyway, I mean, that's just me. But, I feel like if you really was trying to take something back, then you would have did a better job tucking that tag in. Or you would have done the old school way where you get the little thing, the little gun, and you take it off and you put it back on. Living single, anybody? Like, somebody get Regine on the line. Phaedra and Gregory meet up. Yeah, I don't like Phaedra and Gregory's conversation because I feel like Phaedra sounds like one of them creepy ass male identified women who other women can't trust. And that only like solidifies, how I feel about Phaedra even more. Y'all know all of the shit that she's done to Candy, trying to make sure Candy didn't get her licenses, and just a lot of shit that Phaedra has done to me. Saying that Candy was trying to rape people. Yeah. At the end of the day, Phaedra seems like the type of woman that would throw a woman out there to the wolves if it would make a man happy. And I don't like women like that. I really don't. I think she's a snake. I think Phaedra's a fucking snake. And I don't think I just don't think that I like watching her and Gregory have these conversations. But she mentions once again Sweet T's flat booty. She hopes he gets a little boy from her. And he says he just needed an athletic woman. I'm like, so what are you saying, that Quad wasn't athletic? Now, Sweet Tea may have ran track in high school, but Quad is the one that works out now. So I think that it's just really weird that y'all are comparing like that and constantly making these little comments to slight Quad, because at the end of the day, it just shows to me that you're still bitter about how y'all's relationship turned out. And you bringing Sweet Tea on the show is probably more so to piss Quad off and one up her than anything. That's what it feels like to me. I could be wrong, but that's what it feels like to me. Um, he says to Phaedra he didn't know whether he was a predator or prey. And I felt like she was preying on you so that she can, fulfill her desire to have an old man take care of her. Because young boys are gonna break her heart and she don't want to get her heart broke. So she would rather come to you old niggas who she can just, and y'all will hold her down. You know what I'm saying? Y'all will marry her and put her up. That's what she wanted. But she's young, so give her a little while. We'll see how she feels in 10 years. Shit, 5. He says he has a feeling of safety with Sweet Tea that he never had with Quad. I'm like, because like I said, Quad scared you because you couldn't control Quad. Because Quad probably was somebody that really pulled on your heartstrings more. Like when women are less easy, men enjoy them more, but they have a hard time with it, right? So, and when I say they aren't easy, I mean they aren't easy to deal with. Women that kind of put their own shit first a lot of the times, or they fight back, you know what I'm saying? Men act like they don't like those women, but they do until they get tired, and then they want to go and get with somebody that's easier to deal with, like some young girl. But essentially, I feel like it's more so because you feel more secure with Sweet Tea because she's somebody that's easier for you to control. That's why you feel comfortable. Not because there's anything she's doing for real, because she really doesn't even know any better. Phaedra says that he better get a prenup and that all she has to do is give him a baby boy, and that's all, she got to do. She's golden. And I'm just kind of like, I hate the fact that you even talking about this woman giving this man a baby like that. Like, that's so weird to me. Like, I understand that we want people to procreate and have children and all of that, but it's just real grimy. It's real snake-like. It's like, the woman only has value if she can give him an heir, if she can give him a child. And I just kind of feel like for an old man in his fucking 50s whose sperm may not be working, that can't be the only value she has, because he would be there alone if it were not for her. That's not the only value she has, Phaedra. Oh my God, the dick juice on some of you bitches' brains is just, ugh. No, I know. I know she was in the DM saying that she can give him one. I know. I talked about that as well. I still don't like, I could say that she is young, naive, and male identified, and still turn around and say that Phaedra's grimy, male identified, and weird as fuck. I can have both of those those things happening at the same time. Child. Yeah, Phaedra throw women to the wolves. She ain't shit. All right, let me read some of these comments, y'all. And then I'm going to get out of here because I got to go and cook some shrimp. Shout out to Princella Clark. Yes, okay? Shout out to Princella that is always talking about you women with the dick juice on your brain. Thank you, Dina Dean, for the super chat. And they're manipulating you into never speaking your mind because you're competing with the ghost of his ex. I don't let men talk to me about their ex. Get a therapist. I know that's right. You don't want these men to be Jeezy in you. Okay, you a fucking actress and this nigga calling you so you can be a therapist for him. Crazy. But anyway, y'all, make sure y'all check out my last video about the Ghana retreat and my past life regression. It was a really great conversation. I saw 2 of my past lives, believe it or not, y'all. Okay, y'all go check out that video. The new retreat to Phuket, Thailand is in June. So y'all make sure y'all go and check out Reset by Design Wellness website to get the info on that. I hope y'all enjoyed this review, but I am now vocally tired. I will be seeing my members tomorrow at noon, and the Ooh Ladies First panel will be on my channel tomorrow evening. So I hope to see y'all there. I love y'all. And, I'll see y'all in the next one. Just look at it's the last video I did, y'all. Just go to my videos and you'll see um the video about the past life regression. HA, thank you for the super chat. Phaedra gave Apollo 2 sons. Was she secured? He was secured in federal penitentiary. Yeah, these glasses are Firmoo. Link down below in the description box. Firmoo, I can't see, bitch. And I can't see. These are prescription sunglasses because that's how I live. All right, y'all.